Kirstjen Nielsen, what is her legacy going to be? The media is sort of writing that right now in real time. And look, there are a lot of people on the mainstream media that are willing to give her the benefit of the doubt and to this sort of rose-tinted view of what her time as head of Homeland Security was. Let's show you a video. This is gonna be Fran Townsend, former Homeland Security advisor to President Bush on TV to try to get out ahead of criticisms of Kirstjen Nielsen.
She's done her level best. I think she's worked tirelessly to sort of implement the president's agenda. But it's been a tough road. She's had a difficult 16 months. She's defended policies that she at times, I think, was questioning. And so, look, she served well. I think it's a relief for her to be able to get out and move on.
And just a reminder, too, thank you, Fran, that the Secretary of Homeland Security deals with just more than just the border.
Yeah.
They deal with cyber threats, so many other things. So those are going to be important and come up certainly at any confirmation hearing. Fran, always good to have you.
Okay, so look, that's a very sympathetic portrayal. It was a difficult 16 months. She had to support policies that at times she didn't agree with. And then, hey, everybody, she deals with more than just the border. Why you're getting so hung up on the kids in cages? She does cybersecurity too, because we know the US government has taken that so seriously over the past 2 years.
Seriously.
And so that is what I'm seeing on TV, though. You guys are being too hard on Kirstjen Nielsen.
Yeah, I think you have to put things in perspective, and it's almost like comical to talk about how difficult her life has been as like part of the White House administration.
Yeah.
And just in general, just not in a cage. Which
Yeah,
is where
were
all
you in a
people-
cage?
Which is
'Cause
where
that's a
all
difficult life.
children don't. Which is where all children belong, not in a cage. And where, I mean, if you consider a jail cell a cage, which is almost like a little different than what we saw and what we're talking about, but like where all people who haven't committed a crime belong. You know what I mean? Not in a cage of any sort. So it's not really that difficult when you think about. When you put it in the perspective of what she did to other people. They defended this. She was just defending this a few weeks ago. Just ridiculously.
Well, let's for people who might forget some of it, let's run through some of the basic facts of this. We'll get to the cybersecurity someday. Yes, she worked on many other things, but so she defended it for like 16 months. But remember, she also lied about it initially. She just said that they don't have a policy. She did that for weeks and weeks, even after it became very clear that that was the established policy that they'd been working on for literally months, that they were doing it specifically to provide a deterrent against future migrants entering the country. That was their mission. She pursued it and lied about it. Along the way, they separated thousands of families, thousands that we initially knew about during like the big focus on this policy. We later found out months later that there were thousands more families that were separated, that they hid those numbers for as long as they could. Hundreds of families remain separated. That has been true since the policy, and there is no reason to believe they will ever be reunited. And if they are, it will be literally years until it happens. Because, don't forget, they did not set up any system for tracking these families once they were separated. They cared so little about what happened to these people that they thought, we'll track them down at some point, I guess. Why put together a list of the people we can't be bothered? So hundreds of immigrant children remain missing. We don't know where they are.
Right.
Maybe they're in custody somewhere. Maybe they're with a family. We don't know because the system was so slipshod.
That was part of like the
22
proud
immigrants died in
defense.
custody, including multiple children died under her watch.
Right.
So no, we're not gonna just move on to, did she run like a good schedule or something? Like, was she a good administrator? She doesn't want to be pigeonholed as being about this policy, and she wants you to believe that behind the scenes she spoke out against it. Well, it kept going. Regardless of whatever you might have said in some meeting, in some boardroom or whatever, it kept going, and you stayed there. You could have left. If you didn't want to be tarred by this, I know a really easy way that you could have not been tarred. You could have been the person who left the administration, came before the American people and said, I know what they're doing behind the scenes. You don't know about it yet, but they're gonna purposefully separate these families, ruin their lives to send a message to people who might come someday later, and I am not gonna stand for it. But she did stand for it. I should say she refused to stand, she just sat down and pursued the policy.
I mean, we know she knows how to do that, and she knows that that was an option because she literally did it yesterday. When she got tired of him She did it yesterday.
Yeah, she should have done that 16 months ago.
I agree.
And so look, I'm sure some think tank is gonna be really excited to have her join their board, or she might be a not a correspondent, but she might be a commentator for CNN or something.
Maybe she'll show up on the Emmy stage. You know, we don't know.
Maybe.
And everyone will laugh. And
she should be a pariah. She has earned that. That's what she's earned over 16 months. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.